Good evening, my funky brothers and sisters, my mofos and mofettes of the Fox's Lair. I'm feeling good, you feeling good? Let's spread some love in this mofo. You are now tuned in to the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity, the sacred circus of chuckles, where the jokes are dangerous, the laughter is contagious, and the vibe is outrageous. But before we unleash this calamity of comedy, let's show some love and respect to the craft. Please do your boy a favor, keep those conversations low and your phones on silent. Ain't nothing worse than a punchline interrupted by a ringtone like,
"What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. No more."
We all in agreement on that. Thank you very much. Excellent, excellent. These comedians came here to bare their souls and tickle yours. So let's give them real Fox's Lair energy. Focused, funky, and full of loving vibrations. Tonight we got dreamers, schemers, screamers, and believers all stepping into this tiny brick temple to turn their pain into laughter and their nerves into gold. So breathe it in, ladies and gentlemen. That old school soul in the walls, that a gust of magic in the air, and let's raise the vibration of this room all the way to the comedy heavens. Get ready for your host, the bone-shaking, soul-awakening, laughter-liberating Happy Bones Jones, a.k.a. Woody Wood, if you asked him real nice, a.k.a. the judge, a.k.a. they call him the most chill like honey on toast. He stay high from coast to coast. We are about to make this basement bounce with brilliance. And let's get this calamity started. Please be sure and follow us on all social media at Happy Bones Jones and at the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity. Shows are available on our YouTube channel at the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity. You can listen to the show on Spotify also at the Jest Joust Comedy Calamity. So without further ado, here is your host, Happy Bones Jones.
Yeah! I recorded that on my phone.
Lazy motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? I did that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look at that. I won't forget nothing because it'll all be recorded. You heard me? Pretty good plan. What's going on, y'all? It's Fox's Lair. It's comedy night on a Monday night. The wind's blowing real hard outside, but y'all braved it. Y'all braved it. I heard it might snow, but they be bullshitting. They be bullshitting, and they ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? So y'all are safe. We do have a comedian that want to come up here tonight and do his thing. I see one in the house. If there's any more in here, you just got to raise your hand up and say you willing to do it, and you're welcome to come up here and do it. Now, we do have a closer that's supposed to be here. His name's Sean Collins, and he's bringing his buddy Josh, and they supposed to go up. So that'll be 4 people that goes up. You feel what I'm saying?
Provided they don't freeze to death before they get here.
I mean, it could happen. I've heard of it happening.
It's cold. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't that bad, though.
Well, you got to put a blanket on the chair before you sit
I watch Ice Road Truckers all the time, so I know what cold is.
Okay.
All right.
I can't lie.
So I was thinking about this week is back in the day before the intranet, we had VHS tapes, and we used to watch these VHS tapes on things called VCRs. And the VCRs, you could go to the store, you could rent these VHS tapes, right? But there you go. What's up? Hey. Dang, that's 1, 2. That's 2 more. Okay. Now, back in the day, my dad was a biker, so he was able to get a hold of things that normal people couldn't get a hold of. So he got a hold of these series of VHS tapes that was like forbidden or some shit, or banned or something. They were called Faces of Death. Do any of the older people remember these videos? Faces of Death. Yes. Now these are actual videoed moments of people's death, basically. And then my dad thought it'd be a good idea, you know, bring your 8-year-old boy into the living room and be like, "Hey man, I got something real exciting to show you. Here you go." And the first one was this dude in a park, and he had a VHS camcorder, right? And his wife was telling him, don't do this. And he was walking up closer and closer to a bear that was digging in the trash in the fucking park. And then you could hear his wife say, don't do it, don't do it. And then this other guy, I guess, swung his camera around because he's like, some crazy shit's about to go down. Whole nother camp over, right? Now, this is what went down. The fucking bear looks up from the trash can, turns around, and just swats this dude's whole arm off.
Oh my.
From his shoulder off. And that was the one arm that carried the camera, right? And so obviously that was a fucked up shot. But if you could imagine the camera laying sideways on the ground and just blood splurting all over the fucking lens. And then the dude passes out in like 10 seconds. He's like running around, bam. I'm like, well, yeah, he's going to bleed out. That's bad. And then, well, of course, being an 8-year-old kid, I was like, why are you showing me this? But I wanted to be tough for my dad because my dad was all big and tough, you know. I didn't want to be like, this is scary. Why are we watching this? So I just went along with it. Anybody else see any of the Faces of Death? Nobody ever saw that? Am I the only one that's traumatized? Oh, Anthony. Thank goodness. See, Anthony's from New Orleans. You got to expect these type things, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I seen it. It was horrible. I was scared.
Yeah, he was looking through the ice box.
I cried.
And he found the VHS wrapped up in cellophane. He was like, oh, no, let me put this in the VHS. And he was like, oh, my God. It's crazy about New Orleans because one of my favorite stories about New Orleans was this. There was a couple that stayed behind after Katrina, right? And they lived in a quarter, right? And they basically had the quarter to themselves because most of the motherfuckers was outskis, you know what I'm saying? But they stayed and they was always at each other's throat. He ended up choking her to death during an argument, and then he cut her up and tried to cook her in the oven. And at the time, John Boutte, who's actually a friend of mine, a young man that has played down here, Caleb Tokarska, is his guitar player in New Orleans right now. Now, the crazy thing is I mentioned it to him. He's in the book whenever you read about the story. And then the dude was like all that, you know, messed up about killing his girlfriend and everything like that. He's like, I ain't mean to. But then I'm like, damn, you tried to cook her in the oven too? I don't know. If you didn't, I don't know. That's messed up. You should have just like been, I killed her. I don't know what to tell you. I need help mentally or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And went the crazy route. Instead, this motherfucker went up to the top floor of a hotel and where it had a bar, and he drank a bunch of. He ran like $230 tab up, and then the bartender knew him, so she was like, I know he ain't gonna pay this. So she walked over there to talk to him, and he had a suicide note in his pocket. And he jumps off and bam, sclibbly damn. You know what I'm saying? I love stories like that. Y'all like stories like that? Y'all don't? Okay. I'm real happy that all y'all braved the weather out this motherfucker tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come up here and fill up these front seats. Y'all don't have to make me feel all lonely and shit over there back there hiding. I feel like y'all might have weapons. They might have weapons, Doug. What you think?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you look armed.
Yeah. Unibombers.
Could be.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, that's the whole thing. Ruby Ridge and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a big old plate of batshit crazy today, and I feel it coming up right now. But don't worry, I'm not gonna throw it up. I'm just gonna swish it around in my mouth for a minute, and then swallow it back down.
What in the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the batshit crazy I had for lunch.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Well, it was on the menu, and I never had it before. And I was like, let me try that out. You know what I'm saying? They were like, you can get it flambéed. You can get it.
Where was this? So I never make that mistake.
At Benihana. Benihana, huh?
Benihana.
You ain't never been to Benihana, cuz?
Who the Benihana?
Man, that's where they do the flippity flops, and they throw eggs, a whole egg in your mouth. They throw a whole egg in your mouth. You gotta eat it. You gotta eat it. Hey, you know what I saw today, Shorty? You know what I saw today? And it reminded me of this book that I read whenever I was like 10, right? And it was a book about the Nazca lines in Peru. You know about the Nazca lines? Huh? Yeah. All right, so these are lines that are thousands of years old that are in the desert on these hills, and you can only see them from the sky. If you were walking on them, you wouldn't even know they were fucking, what are they? Shapes.
Pictures.
One of them is a guy with a huge boner. I'm talking about this boner goes up to his, like, in between his nipples. I was like, whoa, is this the message we want to send to the aliens? You know what I'm saying? Look at our boners. We reproduce a lot. Come on down.
No.
You know?
See, I watched it too. The Nazca lines all point at water. All of them, even the boner guy.
Maybe the
They all
aliens.
point so that way
Maybe
you're
the
on the
aliens-
ground and you follow where the thing
Maybe
is
we're
going,
talking
you'll
about-
find
Maybe
water.
what we're talking about is USOs. You know what I'm saying? Okay, USOs because they flying out of the
well,
ocean.
USOs need
So they got
water.
to be faced towards the ocean and up in the air row.
Yeah.
Because they fly out of the ocean
Yeah.
air row.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
So that's the aliens drawing pictures to let people know where the water was.
Also, I was in Utah, speaking of, and I saw a petroglyph on the side of this, I guess they call it a plateau. I was riding side by side. I thought it was going to take just a minute to get over there to that plateau, but it took a really long time. The desert's really, really sketchy. And so I get there, and all I did was I saw this petroglyph. It's called the Yellow Man, and you can look it up. It's a dude. He's yellow. He's under this this rock that's been protecting it for thousands of years, and he has a triangle helmet on, and he's got like antennas coming out the helmet and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You believe in aliens? Do you believe in aliens, Shorty?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Do you think maybe they're interdimensional, or they're bending space and time, or they're actually traveling through space and time? What's going down with it? Because, I mean, I feel like a lot of them might have already been here, like you heard about the inner Earth theory, North Pole and South Pole being openings to the inner Earth. There's a whole other ecosystem inside. There's the stars, and there's mammoths down there and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They use wormholes.
My fucking dude, right?
Everybody knows that.
Damn. Nowadays, I've come to the conclusion that the Greys are actually autonomous robots that they can download their consciousness into, and then they can travel throughout space and not actually have to put themselves in harm. You feel me? And that's why they're so emotionless, and like when people see them, they're like it would look dead in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's because they're fucking robots, biological. You feel it to me? No one can kill to me, bro. If the aliens were to come and try to kill to me, they could not do it, my friend. Because I am part Spanish, and no one knows I was part of the conquistadors. I came here from a long time ago, and I landed on Montebello, and I took over Montebello with my friends, Doug Alesta
It's so bad.
and Calvin Denisa.
So bad. Ladies and gentlemen.
I went hunting with my buddy Charlie Cooter, and we ran into a baby Sasquatch. You ever seen a baby Sasquatch? Baby Sasquatches are like 350 pounds, and they're like 7 foot already, but they're babies. And they have baby faces. It's crazy. It's like baby face, but hairy. I don't get it. But anyway, she stowed away in the back of our truck, and we didn't know it. And we had raised her in our basement. We were being raised in the baby Sasquatch in the basement.
Is it a Sasqueak? He's got to grow up to be a Sasquatch?
It's a female.
Ooh, a Sasquatch.
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 Well, she said to call
I
her.
like it.
She said to call her Sasquila.
She's being
Sasquila.
Sasquatch.
Yeah. She speaks a funny language, but she's learning English. And she knows how to use the doorknob now, and that's fucking us up because every morning, the old man next door wants to come over and borrow sugar. I'm like, why don't you buy sugar? Well, you should buy sugar one day. He's like, well, I just need enough to get my coffee, you know. I'm like, yeah, well, you should have sugar, you know. You come over here every day for sugar. So I just started arguing so that he would leave faster, and I gave him the sugar. But now with the Sasquisha trying to come upstairs, it's fucked up. And Charlie Cooter ain't no help. He can't barely read. And then he's got his friend Bubba Washington involved in it. Bubba Washington wanted to snuggle with Shaquisha, and then she saw Shaq on the TV and thought that might be her daddy. Yeah. I was like, we ain't having all this. So
Better call Maury.
I don't know. I figure we got to take her back out in the woods and drop her off somewhere. She might be able to find us, though. She's got a real
You
good...
hanging out in the wrong woods.
I was up on Crybaby Ridge. A lot of people don't come back from Crybaby Ridge. You know what I'm saying? And I'm scared to go back up there because I bet her mama's looking for her. You know what I'm saying?
Just be
The
hanging
last
out.
thing you want to run into is a mad Sasquatch. Well, since
Sasquanetta.
somebody told me a lie today, they was like, well, it might snow tonight down here. And I was like, oh, really? You ain't the meteorologist I thought you were. You know what I'm saying? Hey. And then I kicked him in the shin and ran away. And it was my mom. I didn't mean to do that, but
But she had it coming.
she always is trying to tell me the weather like she knows. I was like, bitch. Yeah, but I had to put my motorcycle on the market today, you know what I'm saying, because I'm hard up for cash. So if any of y'all want a 2002 Heritage Softail all original with a Screamed Eagle kit, and it's got a bent rod, so it's going to take about $1,000 to put it back on the road, but I'll take $3,000 right now, and you can fix that rod, and it'll be worth $9,000. Okay, so God is here to bless you tonight, so give me that money. Also, I was just talking about Faces of Death. Matt Blizz, do you remember Faces of Death?
Hell yeah.
I knew I'd find somebody that fucking saw Faces of Death
Every
beside
Friday
me.
night with my boys.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy. Like, you know, I was just recanting on this one where this dude was filming a bear in the park, or getting close to the bear in the park, and the bear literally just swiped his fucking arm off. And then I was thinking about that one with the magician that was supposed to get out of the way of that fucking
I remember that one.
Oh, dude, and just whoosh. It was like 50 fucking bayonet knives in this board, and you could see his face, like right as he was like realized, oh shit. And it was just like, oh man, you ain't never seen no shit like that.
Yeah.
I was traumatized from seeing it. I'm probably traumatized.
Some of them
now.
were you go by like, that was fake. Like,
No, man.
that was fake. And then you watch one like that one, it's like, oh shit, that was real.
This is my point of bringing it up, is because
He had a
nowadays
point.
there's a lot of AI shit, like dogs saving bitches' lives right before their fucking roofs fall in and shit. It's like, that's not real, but everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
That shit is real, yo.
That's fucked up, man. They be
And
pulling
then
on my heart.
there's these guys that try to say that they're fucking time travelers, right? And there's one, like, I look at every single one of them and I can find a glitch in the fucking background. I'm like, okay, the gable just folded in on itself at the White House. How the fuck did that happen? It's not AI though, you know. He's really time traveling, and he just happens to have an iPhone 13 with him, you know what I'm saying? Because it's got the best video quality to send back through time. I'm fucking retarded tonight. So you bitches like the Grateful Dead? Anybody like the Grateful Dead besides me and Candace? Okay, John Meeks. All right. My buddy John Meeks. Let me show you. Well, I'm going to show everybody, but so I designed these after Bob died, and this is no, that's the print. That's the test print. So that's Bob Weir right there. I made that image for him because you know he's dead.
That's dope.
And then I did another one where Jerry invites him into heaven. You feel what I'm saying to you? And that one's really busy, and it's got a little ode to Happy Bones in there, and I can't stop looking at them. I had my friend Onion, our friend Onion, print me up some because he has a really expensive printer, and I have to pay for them. So if anybody wants to buy any of them, you can. I have different sizes, but you know, that's just one way of supporting the show and me and my bills. You know what I'm saying?
How much?
I was thinking $10. $10 a piece is what I was thinking. You know, they're high quality bones. You know what I'm saying? I got big. I got bigger ones that are you can matte frame on the 8x10. You see with the white around them. You feel what I'm saying? And then these you can frame differently. I don't know how these things fucking work. You know what I'm saying? But I know you got a new house and you need some decorations in there. He needs some decorations in there, doesn't he, Doug?
Decoration?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
decoration.
Yeah, and this ain't it. I got a few more that I did, but I couldn't afford to get them printed yet because, you know, your boy cash poor as fuck. You feel me? I was at a show the other night, and the host admitted how broke he was, you know, talking about... and I'm always like, hell yeah, I found my people. and then I got on stage, and I was like, man, I'm glad to know there was somebody else broke as fuck out here. This motherfucker, I swear I got 81 cents in my fucking bank account. And then I looked in... I was like, damn, it's negative $4.51 now. You know, I don't know what happened. They must have took the $2 fee out. I don't know how this works, but
$2 fee.
But so then he gets back up on stage and he's like, I just want to put it back out on the record that I am not as broke as Happy Bones Jones. I was like, you motherfucker.
See, you make people feel good about themselves. That's good, man. That's
Yeah.
good. That's community service right there.
Yeah.
It's like prepaying for whatever might happen in the future.
But a lady in the audience, Miss I remember her name, Miss Yvette. She's in the Air Force, and she said that she always is looking for acts to entertain the Air Force out on the base. I was like, word on God's promise, I'm ready to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then she gave me $50 in my hand. I guess she took pity on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh shit, I'm going to Knuckle Sandwiches. Say what, sir? Oh, I can though. I mean, I've done. I've been in restaurants with kids and been able to keep it cleanish. I said one curse word at one because they said I could, and I said shit because I figured if you say it on. See, this is my issue with fucking clean
But
comedy.
when you're Santa Claus.
Look, shut up. First off, this is the thing. If they say you got to do clean comedy, then why can't I say the things they say on network television, huh? And they be saying some crazy shit on network television, let me tell you. I'm like, maybe they maybe they, I don't know. They may, you know what I'm saying? Shit. What do y'all think?
Sure.
See, I mean, I can be clean. And I've done it before. Like, I did it Friday night. I was at Le Chat for this Tails and L's. But what I do is, instead of saying the whole curse word, I'll shorten it up. Like, in a mug. You know what I'm saying? In a mug. Or a mug. You know what I'm saying? And they understand. Or a bee. You know what I'm saying? Or a shoe. You know what I'm saying? They know what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying. It's just not dirty, right? I get away with it, right? I suck on lollipops on stage all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nothing?
That just creeped me out. Ew.
Yeah. If Ricky's down here, I'm sorry, man. I'm real sorry.
Ricky?
Yeah, he's my guardian angel. He told me not to say that. He said that I was batshit crazy for that. But I did want to talk about this. Okay, this is the last thing I want to talk about tonight, and then I'm going to hand it over to a comedian that wants to make y'all laugh. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to talk into this microphone, into y'all's ear bones. You feel me? It's snowing outside. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So basically, I don't know if y'all know this, but for the older folks might know this. There was a game whenever I was a kid. It was a football game, right? We had these little plastic pieces, and they had a magnet on the bottom, and then we put them all in. We put them all in their formation, like they're about to play. Then you hit that button, and it just vibrates the board, and they just go around in circles. Y'all remember that shit? Yep. All right, now the other day,
I remember that one.
Yeah, you had it.
I'm old too.
Matt had it.
What?
The game, man, with the fucking plastic
football
dudes,
game.
The football game, it just vibrated and went around in a circle.
Pieces that.
Nah, I hate football.
None of y'all had that game? Damn, we poor as hell, boy. And then, fast forward to now, they look real as fuck on the PlayStation. They look real. And I remember thinking whenever I was a kid, watching TV, man, it'd be really cool if I could control the people on this TV. Now, we basically can now. We basically can, you know. Because Doug plays this survival game called something Z, and he's got a house and everything in it. He bought the house. He's got shit hanging on the wall. He's like, yeah, I got that from blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you living in here?
Hell yeah,
he's
man.
like, I have a whole nother life in there.
It's a whole different. I'm a real estate developer in there. Ew.
Yep.
What'd that paint ever do to you?
So Ozzy died just recently. I made an image of him in his honor too, but it looks kind of devilish. I've been working on my
That's
Ozzy
actually been a
impression, and it's like
Ozzy's in a pretty advanced state of decomposition at this point.
Sharon, what was the love of it was Sharon, like that. And he's asking if they want pancakes or eggs for breakfast. Now, I also know that a friend of mine is a real big Ozzy fan, and he been buying all kinds of Ozzy collectibles, right? And he bought some Ozzy tampons, right? And then he said to me, these collector items. And I was like, I know, in more ways than one. Right? Because they collect blood, too. And they're collector's items. Double entendre. No? All right.
I apologize on behalf of the network. If we had a network.
So I just sat down tonight, and I was like, man, I'm going to sit down and not even do stand-up. I'm going to do sit-down comedy. And it didn't work as good as stand-up does. But I'm going to start my own insurance company, and I don't care whose fault it is. I'm never paying out. I'm never ever paying out. So if y'all want to get my insurance, just holler at me.
Good race.
So we got one of our faves back here tonight. He left for the holidays and had to get his junking in order, and now he's back, and I'm happy to see him. Will, you want to come up and get on deck? Was this like the 9th time or 10th time?
I've done lost count at this point.
Okay, see, he's done it enough here to not have a count anymore, and I don't either. So y'all put your hands together for Will Ain't Right.
So I decided to dress a little more appropriate and professional tonight instead of coming in here looking like a school shooter. You know, I'm already halfway there because, you know, I'm white and I got glasses, so kind of batting for the fences at this point. You know, so I saw the premise was being in a simulation. Well, with all this AI, it makes you think it is, but then I wake up in the morning and realize there's no way this is a simulation because I ain't got good dick game today. You look, if this was a simulation, everything would be perfect. It obviously ain't perfect. I wake up, look at myself in the mirror, and go, "You're one ugly motherfucker." And you sit there, go out, you go get in your car. If it was a simulation, you wouldn't hit traffic. As soon as you pull out, you get cut off by a motherfucker, and you look at him, and you're like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Got a story. Oh, this is good. You're going to love this one, Doug.
Okay.
So I was sitting down smoking a cigarette in downtown Aiken. And there's this legend in Aiken by the name of Ronnie. If you've been to Aiken and you know of Ronnie, you're going to know this story. Oh, you know Ronnie.
I don't know Ronnie.
Oh, well, you about to know Ronnie. So Ronnie was sitting on the corner, and Ronnie likes to ask people for $1. So this man walks up. He asks Ronnie for $1. He gives Ronnie $1. Then Ronnie asks him for a cigarette. Man asks him, "If I gave you $1, why don't you go buy a cigarette? Because I ain't got no money." "Ronnie, why ain't you got money?" "Oh, I got money. I just don't want to spend it." "Well, show me where your money is." "I ain't got no money. I'm a fucking crackhead." So the man, he asks him for a cigarette back. Ronnie gets up, runs across the street, standing over here like this, like na-na boo-boo. Na-na boo-boo. Now, mind you, I'm watching this whole thing, and I'm like, why am I not capturing this on my phone right now? And Ronnie literally is just sitting over there, full goblin mode, just, na-na, can't catch me. And that's what happens on a Saturday when you've got nothing to do. So, you know, I realized the other day that I got nothing better to do than come in here and tell bad jokes. Like, this is the one thing in my life I look forward to every single week. Every week, most of the time, if I'm not babysitting, I come in here and tell bad jokes that I usually write the day before or day of because I just don't have the time. And half of them suck, I'm going to be honest. Like, for instance, when a woman drinks while pregnant, she has fetal alcohol syndrome. The baby does. When a mother does crack while pregnant, she has a crack baby. When a mother does Tylenol while pregnant, you have me.
Oh, shit.
You know, I realized, I was thinking about it the other day.
He broke mad.
So, I realized the other day my brother got the looks, my sister got the brains, and I got the autism. Now, I didn't think that was a fair trade in life because I could have at least got book smarts or something, but nah, they were just like, you know what, we're going to give him all the brain problems and let them figure out the rest. And you know, autism's not too bad. I've come to realize I don't have intrusive thoughts. I have autistic thoughts, where it can go anywhere from just thinking of day-to-day things, or you go straight to thinking about uncircumcised dildos. Like, there is no middle ground.
Damn it, I'm autistic.
Like the other day, I was sitting there thinking, and I realized everybody's Christmas time, everybody's sitting around talking about their day. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? The first thing that comes out my mouth is, what if you could punch a ghost?
Shit.
Yeah, think about it. If you had a grandparent or you had a family member that was dead that you really, really wish you can just give it to, I figured out the method had. Yeah, I realized as I said that was intrusive thoughts kicking in. I'm going to keep that one, though. I like how that sounded. But no, if you sweat, you can give the two-piece to your great-grandma or great-grandpa from the grave. Yeah. Any type of salt. Salt's in your sweat. Give old grandma or grandpa the two-piece and have a good day. Because if you go to the graveyard, you get scared, you're going to sweat. And then if you're going to sweat, you might as well fight a ghost on the way out. Maybe two. You know, and that's how autism works. I can be having a regular conversation with y'all, and next thing you know, I'm going to see a bird. And then after the bird, I'm going to forget what I was talking to you about and go back to chasing the bird until I realize, oh, wait, I got to come up here and tell shitty jokes again. But, you know, I got to say, this has been the most therapeutic thing I have done. On a real note, this has been the most therapeutic thing I have done in the last 4 months of my life after going through some really bad stuff. And I just got to say, thank you to Happy and Doug and the Fox's Lair for helping me discover this.
Woo! Hell yeah. All right.
Wait, was that it?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He looked at me like it was, so I took a cue. You know what I'm saying? Will ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I named you. Never forget it. Never forget it. The simulation is real. The good dick game is because your inner dialogue ain't up to par. You know what I'm saying? You need to talk to your dick more in a good way instead of calling yourself ugly and shit. You be looking at your dick and telling it all kinds of craziness, and then what's that dick gonna do? It ain't gonna work for you then, huh? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be nice to your dick.
In you.
You know, you gotta rub it real soft and let it know that you love it. You know what I mean? Aiken sounds boring as fuck. Don't go there.
Yeah, don't. We got a pinball arcade. That's it.
I mean, you know, inner dialogue matters, you know. You don't want to be the player or the player of the game character. You want to be the programmer of the game. You know what I'm saying? So when you have inner dialogue, you need to tell yourself how fucking awesome you are. I mean, look at me. I tell myself that I am good, beautiful, and gorgeous all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'll be looking in the mirror and be like, hell yeah, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And look, it works. That silence means for real, though, yeah. All right, so there's nothing better to do than come down here and say words into a microphone, trying to make people laugh. This is what you need to understand. I try to tell everybody that does this, even people that try, you're good at not letting people not laugh bother you. And so if you have that gift, you can kill the game. You know what I mean? Basically, you gotta find your material, then you gotta find your lane pretty much, and your style, and then you find your audience, and then, you know, this all just takes fucking forever and ever and ever. You know what I'm saying? The only reason that I feel like I've found this little bit of audience that I have is because of this show. That's it. So, you know, real talk, if you really want to do it, just know the simulation is real and create the game in your mind before the day comes. You feel me? I am autistic. It is official. I went to the doctor and I said to him, "Doctor, is there a test that you can give me to see if I am autistic?" And he was like, "I don't need to give you no test." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "All the signs are there."
My shrink actually did the same thing to me, for real.
And then he was like, "The main thing is info dumping." I didn't even know this was a thing, but this is probably why I like to have a microphone in my hand, because info dumping is whenever I really have a passionate feeling about something like aliens, as I could talk about all night long, and all the possibilities of what they really are. I could go on and on and on and on, and if anybody listens, I will go on and on and on and on. No. And Doug has.
He don't have to listen. He'll just keep.
Yeah, you don't have to listen. I will go on and on.
Energizer,
you know
Energizer bullshit. Just keep on bullshit.
Well, see, this is why I feel comfortable now. Whenever you try to info dump on me, I just turn around and walk away.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's the trick to it.
Yeah, that's the trick. I went to the doctor though, and this motherfucker. I told him, I said, Haagen-Dazs means fat bitch in Swedish. And I knew that was his favorite type of bitch. I've seen his wife before. So I don't know if he's still my doctor. We'll see. But I haven't paid my bill this month anyway, so we'll see what happens. But does anybody have any money? I'm fucking with y'all motherfuckers. Doug, you got anything? Oh shit, Sean, I saw Sean in here. Sean, you want to come up here and sit here in your middle seat? Doug, what you got to say about our boy Will ain't right up in this bit?
Man, Will, it was good, man. It was good. Thank you for dropping the premise on us because somebody else forgot to do that, so I appreciate you doing that. So I got to write that shit down. What was it, living in a simulation?
Is the simulation real?
Oh, well, I ain't write that shit down. Yeah, you want to go say something? Go for it.
Hello, everyone. What's up?
This is our closer, Sean Collins, for the evening, man. He drove all the way in from bumfuck Egypt through snow, over big high passes and shit, like Rocky Mountain passes, too. He barely made it here alive.
Yes.
His dog almost died, too.
Yes, and I also barely made it here sober.
We'll fix that. Candace.
I mean, God forbid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give it up for my man Will ain't right. Autistic is a superpower. I just want y'all to know. I knew that I was autistic because the first time, I had watched all of Love on the Spectrum, right? I had watched all of it. Now, when I first started watching it, I was like, they should be ashamed of themselves. Fucking, they're exploiting these poor people and shit and all this stuff. But then I saw a scene with the family with them, and I was like, well, shit, if mama's gonna be like, go ahead, go out there and make an ass of yourself on the damn TV, I guess it's okay with me. So I started being okay with it, right? And then at the end of it, I was like, God damn. I looked at Raven, and I was like, you know, I might be autistic. And she looked at me and was like, you think?
Everybody's autistic.
And then I didn't know it, but yeah, I think we pretty much all are, and you know, so if y'all go to the doctor, just ask him, and apparently he'll tell you right away. And I guess they're not supposed to tell you until they. I guess they're not supposed to tell you until the bill's paid or something. I don't know how it works.
I feel like you don't have to tell anybody you're autistic when you have on that many scarves.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Especially when I put on this many scarves in the sun and the heat, you know, and I wear my hat. I am fucking retarded because the other day I thought that I could wear my jacket on stage at this place that had the heat real high, and I almost died. I almost had a heart attack and fell off the stage. The next person that I saw that walked inside this building that could do comedy and wanted to do comedy was Matt Blizz. Do you want to come up and do the comedy?
Sure, man.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. This is my good friend all the way from Columbia, South Carolina, South Kakalaka. You know what I mean? All the way from the middle of the state. You know what I mean? State capital. Motherfucking boss in it. Motherfucking G-boss in it. Y'all give it up for Matt Blizz.
I'm gonna tell y'all an old joke. One of the funnest things about being in prison was the jokes that people would tell you. So, a man walks into a bar, right? And another guy at the bar looks over at him and says, "I fucked your mama last night." The guy didn't say anything, kept drinking his drink, and another guy beside him was like, "Damn, he's just gonna let that guy say that about his mama?" Guy looked back over him again and said, "I stuck my dick in your mama's ass last night." Guy didn't say nothing else. About that time, He said, I'm going to go home tonight and fuck your mama again. The guy finally looked at him and said, come on, Dad, let's get out of here. God damn it, Dad. I like simulation theory. That's something I like a lot, mostly because I take a lot of psychedelics. And when you're on mushrooms and acid, you tend to start seeing that reality's a little slippery. You know what I mean? I mean, there's some wild shit in the world, right? But here's my take on simulation theory. See, I read that the simulation is not really like a computer controlled by aliens or, you know, other people or AI or dolphin people, whatever, you know, might be what you think it is, you know, the Illuminati. Which they're just kind of out there now, right? They're like, yeah, we're a secret society, yeah, the Illuminati exists. Like everybody's just checked out. Like, yep, we're evil, that's right. The world's evil, everything's fucked up. You know, I even had a cop stop me not too long ago. And I was smoking a blunt, as I usually am if I'm driving. Which is probably why my front of my truck looks like a cigarette that somebody mushed out the plate. I've sported 3 accidents on there, but I can tell you what, they build Chevy Colorados like tanks, I'm gonna tell you. Built for Matt Blizz. What the fuck was I talking about? Nah, I'm just kidding. I got really high before I come up here. The simulation is really what some people believe that it is a projection of a reality from a collectiveness of consciousness that's really just the energy wave that we're all a part of. Write that down. So what that means is we're making the simulation, right? And that makes sense if you think about it, right? Because every time a movie or something comes out and it gets people thinking, that shit really happens, right? They made them goddamn Terminator movies forever. And one day it was like, hey, y'all want to make Skynet? You know, like, then Tesla's like, I'm going to make Terminators. Let's see what happens. Like, really? And then the aliens showed up. You know, I'm just waiting for Will Smith to go flying over and fight with them because that's Independence Day, right? I'm telling you. That's why I think there is a Sasquatch or a Sasquatch or whatever. Sasquatch. I feel like she have a big old ass, right? There goes Sasquatch. God damn. Well, she got 2 10s in each cheek. That's what I'm saying. There's some wild ass shit in the world. Like Peru, where Shorty told me, he said, there's a guy over there with 2 dicks. Can you imagine how much trouble you get in with 2 dicks? 2 wieners. I could barely handle the one I got. You know? I have to jerk off twice before I leave the house just so I can think. Did y'all hear about that cop that wrecked his cop car because he was looking at porn while he was driving? It's fucked up, right? I don't know what made me think about that. Probably the weed. Was it? I could totally believe that. Man, look at them titties. Oh, shit! I get it, though. Like, sometimes when I'm having a bad day, that's what I'll do on the job. Like, hey, Google, titties. I'm having a better day now. Tell me I'm wrong that titties are good. See? Really? I love them. Anyway. But yeah, there's some wild shit in the world. Like one day, I was driving in Columbia, South Carolina, where I'm from, down a main road in the city, right? It was like a 2-lane road, and it was in the city, and it was traffic and shit about lunchtime. And I looked over in the median, and there's about a 6'7", shredded up black dude wearing like a loincloth. Like he looked like he'd just come from like a tribe or something. He had like a loincloth on. He had a big fucking stick in his hand. It wasn't a spear, but it looked like one, you know? And I'm looking over and I'm like, and I got my homie in the car with me. We're on a lunch break. I said, do you see this shit? Or did I smoke too much of that blunt? And the guy all of a sudden, I was like rolled the window down, was like looking at him. And about that time he yells out, Jeremy, here I come. And he just walks out into traffic with his spear like that and just disappears down the road. I was just like, I don't know who the fuck Jeremy is. He's about to have a bad day. But that's what makes me think that we're in a simulation. Because people think of crazy shit and all of a sudden you see it somewhere, you know? Like not too long ago, matter of fact. I'm with my brother. We're having some, there's a place we like to go in Columbia, a little diner just right on the main road. And we're going to meet my dad there, have a little, family, dad, sons, breakfast. We're sitting there waiting on Dad, talking and stuff. And while we're sitting there waiting on him, we see this fucking old man with a fucking pot belly wearing nothing but a robe. He starts jetting down the fucking street on roller skates on the main fucking road. I said, man, will you go get fucking Dad? That's it.
Hell yeah. Y'all give it up for Matt Blues. Yeah, man, I was so glad when you said we project reality from the collective consciousness, because look what I have written down right here. We project reality from collective consciousness. You feel me? You feel me? Yeah. And Elon Musk said that he was an alien and no one believes him. He said that.
There's nobody on Earth that looks like that.
Saying,
nobody
you can
talks like that.
He said that. And then his nanny said that she was 12 and he was like 3. And she walked into his bedroom. He was up on his bed. He had a portal open. She was like freaked out. She got close to him. He grabbed her hand, sucked her into the portal with him. And she said that there were giants in there with dog heads like you see on the... In Egypt and shit, they were sitting.
Why am I seeing Stewie? Hello, Lois.
I'm just saying he's alien as fuck. You know, and I mean he said it. He said it himself. He said I'm an alien. Nobody believes me. Now this is the day and age we live in. Motherfuckers has been so jaded for so fucking long. Right. This motherfucker's like I am an alien. Y'all don't believe me, and y'all. He's so funny. He's just rich and eccentric. Oh my god.
I don't think it's that nobody believes him. I think it's like nobody cares. Like, okay, you're an alien. Do I still have to pay bills?
I mean, right, that part, it's like you do have enough money to pay my fucking rent for the next
You're an alien, solve some shit.
I only have 30 years left on the planet, bro. Come on and help your boy out. I did write at the bottom, I like boobies too. So rock on there. What do you think, Sean Collins, about your boy Matt Bliz and
right, so
PUT?
Let's take a look at our notes here. Sorry I'm late, by the way, y'all. I know I'm black. I thought this shit was yesterday. Yeah, Matt Bliz. Like, I also, one of the main points I have written down here, of course, titties. I had that written down.
Starting a cult.
Yeah. Let's do, dude. I feel like that'd be the most successful cult of all time. You talked a lot about psychedelics. Though I feel like you didn't even have to communicate that with verbiage, giving the outfit. You know what I'm saying? You got like a whole, your jacket looks like a Resident Evil boss from the video game. Yeah. Oh, it's Tool. Oh, Tool. Oh, the man. That's really
46
good.
and 2.
Then it actually is a Resident Evil boss. Yeah, man. I couldn't imagine doing acid and wearing that jacket. You talked about. You talked about, aliens a lot, You talked about, I feel like you talked about Will Smith. I feel like you brought up Will Smith in Independence Day. Will Smith has fought aliens on numerous occasions. I feel like he's like, He's like the John McClane of fighting aliens, unofficially.
Girls.
Absolutely.
That was his last rap. That shit was
whack. Yeah, man. No, it's actually really, if you speed that up to about, it's really good. Will Smith still got it. All right, every song he's come out with in the last 10 years, if you speed it up to about 155 BPM. All right, it's actually really good EDM music. All right, I'm not gonna lie, man. Don't let your son and his wife ruin the image of Will Smith. All right, he's a national treasure still in my heart.
I could not be married to Jada and that like this.
I mean, if I was Chris Rock, I would have took his back the minute he turned his back on me. That motherfucker would have went down with a spider monkey on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Fuck that motherfucker.
So you also, last but not least, you also mentioned a 6'7" loincloth black man. Are you sure you weren't still in prison when you saw that?
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, it's the craziest shit I've seen. Well, lately.
Okay, all right, just making sure. I
I
mean,
don't
you
know
said
what
you
was going on with this dude,
you
but
mentioned traffic. I know those.
he don't went trouble. He even looked right, reared his spear back at the bus that went by. I was like,
I know those-
Gotta get the fuck out of here now.
The acid
got an
behind the
old
wall
car.
is not the same as the acid on the other side of the wall. So
We gotta get him together with Ronnie from Aiken.
I've done it.
'Cause
Ronnie,
need you.
yeah, we need Ronnie on
How
the
they doing?
scene out there. Take care of the Lord. Remind me to stay the fuck out of Columbia. God damn.
It's crazy up there, man.
Into that port, will you like write that shit down? I actually wrote down, I don't know what he said, I'm just writing. So I don't even know what the fuck you was talking about today, but I appreciate you calling me out to try to write some shit down, so I tried my best with that. The two dick guy was good. I enjoyed that. Well, I would
True
be,
story again.
I'd be jerking off like Andre.
don't
They'd be
have
like,
two
get to the
dicks, you know you got
chopper! You know what I'm talking about? They'd be like, fuck yeah. Great job, man. Always great to see you, bro.
Also,
Thank
great
y'all.
job.
Yeah, Doug, Sean wasn't even done yet. I usually be like, good,
I
thank
jump
you.
on you, I'm sorry. Not like you
you're
just
fine.
jumped on me the
No,
last
hold on,
time or
man.
nothing.
I wanted to shit, man.
Good shit,
Bottom
buddy.
line.
Yeah, that brown guy.
Hell yeah, y'all put your hands together for
you're
Matt
fine.
Blues.
Thank y'all.
Hell yeah. Uh-oh, you got the cord. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that happens. It's show business.
Show business. There's no business.
he gets to a minute, I'm supposed to ring the bell.
These fools is talking up a storm over here. What y'all talking about? Shut the fuck up.
I was
I
talking
scared
about.
him with the bell. He didn't know
I
the
didn't
bell.
know he did that live. Like he does like the. I didn't know that was like. I thought that was like a
Pre-programmed sound effect.
I thought that was like an
Hell
app
no,
you
we do our
downloaded
shit
off
live.
the
Yeah.
Apple
went
Store or
analog
something.
with that.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
didn't know it was analog. Yeah, I didn't know it was
Analog,
analog.
baby. Analog.
Like that's so
Doug,
crazy,
old school,
bro. Like,
Doug,
that's
old
that's
school as
OG,
fuck.
man. It's like
That's facts.
that's pretty cool, man.
Doug, old school.
It's like a Moog synthesizer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
everything's
I'll sign it for you.
Speaking of Peru,
cool.
I was looking at the map and I was like, wait a second, Venezuela. We could drive past Venezuela. We don't have to go into Venezuela if we ride motorcycles all the way to Peru, bro.
No, you can't.
Oh,
Not without getting robbed, bro.
well, it was worth a shot.
He would know.
He's gonna save you.
He would know.
He's like, they will knock you off of your motorcycle and they will take all of your stuff and then they will cut your balls off and hang you upside down. I don't know where from. You want to come up and talk to these people in English accent? That means Cockney. You gotta speak like Liverpoolish. Maybe like do your John Lennon impression or something. Hell yeah! Everybody, put your hands together for the sexy Peruvian Shorty the comedian.
What's up? What's up? I have an accent, but it's not British. Sometimes. So, you're talking about driving all the way to Peru, bro. You wouldn't make it. You think high speed is gonna save you? Let me tell you this. In Peru, sometimes you're driving, and as you drive, you get robbed. Like, you can lose your mirror. I'm not kidding. Somebody's standing waiting for you with a rock, and as soon as you pass, they just go with a rock like this, and then that goes, your mirror is fucking gone. And if you stop, you are gone. You would not make it there, bro. And you're white, you're more valuable. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we had a simulation theory for this week. Now, simulation theory is one of the scariest theories there is because it questions our bare existence. All right? For those who don't know, simulation theory is the philosophical and scientific hypothetical that our reality, including our universe, physical laws, and the human consciousness, are all a highly artificial, developed, computer-generated simulation. All right? So, in simple terms, our whole world and lives are as real as Caitlyn Jenner's pussy. Pretty much. That's pretty much what it is, okay? And at the same time, is the scariest, not the scariest, but the creepiest. Yeah, it's the scariest too, but let me start with creepiest, okay? Because if it's a simulation, everything's a simulation, that means somebody's watching. That means that every time that you thought you were alone, you were not. So every time you had sex, somebody is been watching. That's like being in one of those freak threesomes when two people are having sex and one of them is hiding behind the closet. That shit's so creepy. Yeah, I know because I've been in one of those. You know, it's creepy. I did not enjoy it too much, you know, but the view is great. So yeah, I had fun. But yeah, man, and it's scary because most of our geniuses of modern times think there's a huge chance that everything might be a simulation. Like all of them, man. Like Elon Musk, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Stephen Hawking, me, and other people have been thinking about this shit. And that made me think, you know, what if all those glitches in the system is the shit that we cannot explain, you know? Like unicorns or vampires and giraffes. And by the way, I have a problem with giraffes being real, okay? I have a problem with giraffes being real. And not unicorns. Cause yeah, it's... Who the fuck brought giraffe? Really? What's easier to design? A horse with a horn? Or a fucking moose with leopard skin, fucking 40-meter tall neck, and the head of a zebra? What the fuck was that? Anyway. Maybe the glitches explain the existence of ghosts. You know? Like, what if that's just the echo from the past? You know? And you walk into an old house and you think you hear a ghost because you hear the words, out. But maybe 40 years ago, somebody was fucking right there and they were like, oh, where do you want it? And she was like, out. And that's what you heard. How do you know? Right? I'm just saying. Maybe it's not just weird shit in the Matrix. Maybe it's just people that can also break the system, you know? That's why we have so many people that have special talents. They're breaking the Matrix. Like when I was a kid, man, I had this friend in school, man. His name was Carlos. Carlos' best talent was fighting. He was a great fighter. No, he was not very big, by the way. He was a little taller than me, strong as fuck, and he was a great fighter. And like I've seen him fight dudes way bigger than him and win. Remember that, because I can fight any guy that's bigger than me. That doesn't mean I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. This motherfucker once fought a guy twice his size. And Carlos beat his ass so bad he never came back to school. So for 2 weeks we had no teacher. I'm telling you, he was good, man. That shit ain't normal. That shit is not normal. Or what if religion exists because of the glitches, you know? And maybe Jesus was not the Son of God. He was a program engineer that came down here to earth to fix shit, and to us, that looked like miracles. All he needed was just a tablet like the one they used for the 10 Commandments. Exactly like that. And what miracles did he perform? He cured the people who were sick. Well, for a program engineer, that's very easy. Just select character, increase health, enter, click. That's it. That was it. And he also feed the poor with like hundreds of people with just one loaf of bread. For an engineer, for a programmer engineer, that's easy. Copy, paste, times 40. Problem solved. Even the way he died, when he came back to life, when did he do it? At the previous checkpoint, like a video game. Right? And nobody questioned him. Even if his disciples came like, excuse me, Lord, why do you have that tablet? He would be like, motherfucker, because I act in mysterious ways. Now give me more fucking water so I can turn it into wine and we can have this party, okay? Oh, that was my time, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hell yeah, shorty. Hell yeah. First off, I won't put on record. I am white, but I am not valuable like that. You know what I'm saying? They will drop my ass off very
Let me
quick.
put it this way: you would get kidnapped. I would not.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, I would get kidnapped.
Nobody said you could afford the ransom. I'm just saying you would
I
get
don't know what
kidnapped.
they do with me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The president will be like, keep him. We don't need him.
Bring him home.
He never pays his taxes. I don't know. Fuck him.
I didn't know Caitlyn Jenner had a fucking pussy. This is news, bro. What's it look like? Have you seen it?
No.
Is it just a hole?
But I heard it's juicy.
Is there any lips? Ooh.
Yeah.
It's beet juice.
You think it's got a tongue?
That's impossible.
Yeah.
I think
Like
I
a
mean,
bad
if they can
grilled
give him a
cheese
pussy,
sandwich.
they can definitely give him a tongue pussy.
Why not? Why not?
Caitlyn Jenner. If that's true, then Caitlyn Jenner has a turkey baster in her purse at all times. That's the only way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next to Bruce's.
Oh, to
I'm-
keep it
I'm-
wet. I was totally lost, bro.
I don't know.
I bet there's butter in there
I thought
too.
that's what you were talking about. I'm sorry. I don't know how hormones post-op work. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be speaking. On
Yeah,
that.
because I mean, he don't have
I have
glands
no
to make
knowledge.
himself.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
have
don't-
some butter with you.
I don't know how.
Or I can't believe it's not butter or something. I have a problem with platypuses and octopuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
They're-
platypuses.
That shit ain't
What the
normal.
fuck was that?
I mean,
A dark big one, right?
how does a fucking octopus open shit and get through shit? Like he can get under a door, he can open a jar, and he's freaky.
Yeah.
And then the platypus, they just freaky.
Fuck platypus.
Yeah, fuck them.
Mistake.
That shit ain't normal.
That's a mistake. Just like Steve Buscemi's eyes. Mistake.
Oh yeah.
Electric
That's-
heels. Fuck
uh,
them. Fuck them.
Mr. Deeds, crazy eyes. What did you think, Sean Collins, about our man, Shorty the comedian?
Yeah, platypuses with thumbs, cats with thumbs. It's a nightmare. I think I think when you were talking about physics, you know, you're talking about like reality and the simulations and all of that. You know, it kind of sounded like the Telemundo broadcast of Oppenheimer. Yeah. You know, it was it's really crazy. You know, you kind of sound like
Sunday.
You sound like a Puerto Rican T.I. when he wears glasses. You know, like when he talks like really smart.
I'm the science dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like 50 Cent, he did a movie where he was like a computer tech. And it's like, yeah, it was, except like a 50 Cent was like Peruvian. You know?
25 cents.
I'm
There you go.
a computer tech, you know, but like I know computers. Like I'm sorry. That was terrible. I don't know. I need to work on my Peruvian accent. Bro, what do you got against giraffes? What the fuck was that about? Like you hate, like you really gonna hate on the you really hate on the nigga from Toys R Us? Like how
Have
can
you ever seen how a
how
giraffe?
can you really hate on my guy Jeffrey?
When you see a
bro?
giraffe drink, you're like, I know he's not from this planet because they would have figured that out a long time ago. He's got to slam his head into the water. This dude.
You think giraffes are the real aliens? Like you think?
No, they're just a mistake. Bad
just-
programming.
Oh, a glitch in the matrix.
There was like 3 animals they put together by accident.
I heard you hating on mooses a little bit too. You know,
No,
like
no,
when-
the moose is still a moose.
Oh.
But the giraffe is like they grab the moose, they try to put fucking brontosaurus on top of that.
I
The fuck was that?
Because you
Moose
can't
dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
Moose dangerous.
You can't be
Moose
hating
kill you.
on Jeffrey the giraffe and Bullwinkle. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if a
that's a
giraffe
little
will kill
much,
you,
bro.
but a moose will damn kill your ass.
Yeah, moose will fuck you up, bro.
Yeah.
Moose
Gotta
will
be
fuck you
careful.
up.
Bullwinkle.
You're also you're Peruvian and you knew a guy named Carlos. What are the odds
Pretty high.
of that?
Pretty fucking high.
That's fucking crazy.
Name any name, I pretty
Yeah.
much know them all.
You know, a lot of Jesus talk. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Jesus.
I really like the the video game checkpoint. I really like that. Like now I'm like, oh man, now I'm like, I think I'm really into the Bible now. Like, after
Yeah.
just after
Man, I
playing all
know
these
they
video
suck
games, I'm like,
kick-ass
that's
stories.
the one. That's the one link that I was missing, and I'm like, dude, now I gotta.
checkpoint.
I'm not just going to church on Sunday. I'm going to Bible study on Wednesdays now.
Going to the arcade now.
You know,
Only in the
like, I
New
feel like-
Testament.
Yeah, I'm saved now. Thank you. That was a good set.
Hell yeah. What you think, Doug?
Man, that's some good shit. Although I will never be taking that dream cruise to Peru. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
that
ahead and
stealing
cancel.
while
Cross
you're
that
driving
off
that
the bucket
shit
list right now, because
had me
fuck
crack
that. I
up.
need my mirrors on my shit. I ain't. Damn it. Yeah, it's hard to hate on giraffes when you got Jeffrey the Species Redeemer. You know what I mean? You can't hate on it.
can't
It's spelled
change
with
my
a
mind.
G too, man. Yeah,
Can't
ain't
change
no
it. We
cooler.
could have
A giraffe
unicorns.
spelled with that's messed up. I mean, I agree with you on that, but dude, and the ghost noises are like sex echoes from the past. That's fucking brilliant. I love that shit. Great.
Could be.
Always good to see you, brother.
Could be. Thank you. Have a
Hell
good night.
yeah, y'all give it up for Shorty the comedian. Hell yeah, Sean, you said you brought Josh with you.
Oh yeah, he's lurking in the back. He's like the most.
In earshot.
He's the most inconspicuous bald guy in a trench coat you've ever seen.
Oh shit.
You've never seen, by the way.
Did you want to come out, Josh? Hell yeah.
One of these. Do whatever you like. R.I.P. Bob Ware, by the way. R.I.P.
Everybody put it up for Joshua Caskey.
Yeah, shout out to whoever did the bird call. That's what's up, type shit. Alright. I did have someone tell me the other day I look like the little girl from the St. Jude's commercial. She had a chance to grow up. And it was crazy. I didn't even know my mother-in-law was in town. So that was a surprise. That was nice. That was nice. I can already predict what Happy's gonna say when I get off. He's like, I can see you manifest your own destiny. I could see the little girl from the St. Jude's commercial in my head. I know it was in your head. This is all simulation. Yeah. Shout out to you, sir. You're just like, I'm just gonna sit behind the brick wall. I'm on my podcast shit anyways. I'll just listen to the podcast. It's just podcast at this point. And I did notice, I hate to say this, but you went up to the bathroom for literally 5.5 seconds. It was obvious you're doing cocaine and you're not even sharing with your buddies. As soon as I said you had cocaine, your buddy looked up like, I know goddamn well he ain't got no cocaine in this bitch. And I ain't getting none. I thought we were friends. That's what's up. Y'all think when blind people eat Airheads, every flavor is the mystery flavor? That makes a little bit of sense the first time you hear it. Then you think about it, and it's just like, then everything's a mystery flavor, motherfucker. Because I've never seen Braille at the Golden Corral. Everything tastes the same. Everything tastes the same. I'm fucking with it. I think y'all know there's grocery stores you have to put a quarter in the buggy to get the buggy, and then you put the buggy back or the shopping cart. I don't know what the fuck y'all call it, but you get your quarter back, right? If I was ever homeless, I would just stand outside those grocery stores. What are you gonna tell me? You don't have any spare change? Bitch, give me the quarter. Give me the quarter. I know you got it. Fuck out of here. The fuck. I hear a lot of people say we should defund the police. So I don't know who you look like, but it's the guy off Top Gun that makes all those witty remarks. You're not him? You know who I'm talking about. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, my bad. He said, chill out, school shooter from Higher Learning. You want to go there, bitch? We can go there. Fucking look like the robotic spider off Toy Story with the doll head glued on top of it. Goddamn, man, that's just... I'll just do the rest of my set in Morse code. I did that joke one time, and apparently someone didn't see Toy Story. They just stuck a wallet in my mouth. They thought I was having a seizure. But I needed the $5 for gas anyways, so hey. I would have took more, but that's all that was in there. They only had $5. A couple pennies, but I left them. I do, what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, people say we should defund the police. But honestly, I think that wouldn't even work. Just because they would find a way to fund themselves, like CIA style, you know? My favorite... Do you look cocaine reference? Alright, but my favorite scenario of this is if they have to start live streaming on Twitch 24/7 to like get ad revenue off their body cams, you know? Just cause could you imagine that shootout going down, you know? It's just bang, 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 boom, officer down, requesting backup. Pumpkin Cheeks 526, thanks for the subscribe. You know, you see your uncle getting arrested, you can donate $500 to get him out of jail. Maybe it's not your favorite uncle, you can negotiate. What is it worth to you? You see your wife getting arrested, you donate $500 with the message, please just make sure you put her in solitary. That bitch bites, and she bites. That's what's up. I hear a lot of comedians, they joke around and they say like, oh, if we deport all the illegals, who's gonna pick the fruit? First off, that's racist. Okay, second off, white children. We get white children to pick the fruit. Their little hands are perfect for not bruising the delicate strawberries. But I mean, let's be real. Like, if y'all were just wouldn't you have a better day if you're just driving by a field and there was a bunch of white children? They were all just singing, "Baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark, doo 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 doo." They're just looking up at boss man. How much longer we gotta work? Dude on the horse goes, I don't know, about 6, 7. Yeah, not so fucking funny, is it now? That's what's up. That dude got 3 kids at home that just all day long, 6, 7, 6, 7. Bitch, you better say 69 or 420 right now. This is a goddamn proper household. Our numbers have meaning behind them. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. Yeah, when a country used to be fucking proper, bitch. Oh, that's a glass? I thought you had a bell in here. That's what's up. Anyways, why did the chicken cross the road? Why don't you ask him yourself? Type shit. So I can't help but notice after I pulled out my giant cock and I made eye contact, you immediately looked away. And that's proper orgy rules, honestly. I respect the hell out of that. That's what's up. Anyways, knock knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange.
Orange, you glad I didn't pull out a rifle?
Yeah.
Everyone's still a little worried I might pull out a rifle. Should I break the tension? Can I get 10 more seconds? Type shit. I do right after this is something special. I'm glad I could do this for y'all. This will be my last act. But now introducing the musical stylings of me and my rubber cock. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer.
Hell yeah, y'all give it up for Josh. Okay, first off, I wrote the first thing I wrote down was this motherfucker gonna pull out a rifle on and then I was like, the reason blind folks get away with eating at the Golden Corral is because they got a higher sense of smell. They just be like, that collard greens right there, and there's the ribs over there.
You put these out 8 o'clock, you need to refresh those. Right
Yeah. I can smell the mold on these motherfuckers. Y'all don't eat the green beans. And then my sister was on Cops, season 20, episode
dropped the
1.
episode.
Yeah, season 20, episode 1, very last one. She beat the shit out of her boyfriend and then
She
tried to
closed
say
it out.
that she
Is that
didn't. And then whenever she realized she was going to jail, she was like, fuck you, I'm going to beat your ass again whenever I see you.
Stood on business.
I'm glad you didn't pull out a rifle. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, man. It made me laugh hard as fuck. Okay. What'd you think, Sean, about your friend, Josh? What you going to tell him? What you going to say to him?
I feel like
I was late because of him.
He
was
drove.
talking about,
He
was
drove.
talking about we drove through
He
stuff. I was
fucking
driving.
drove.
Oh, shit.
He fucking drove. Anyway, yeah, he drove.
And I made 2 bologna sandwiches for the road. He ate both of them.
That is true. That is true. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, man, you will get down on this second one?
That's what he said. He said, bro, I'll cash out you $5 right now. And then after he finished it, he was like, you know, you weren't for real about the cash out, right?
Yeah, I can't believe I consider this motherfucker a friend. He put me on blast like that because that's all true. That all really happened. I don't know, man. Josh is a good friend of mine. He drove down here with me, but I feel like he's like one of those AI videos of like, if like, you know, like when they like, if they did like a live action version of Toy Story, I feel like he's like what Sora would like produce, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got the purple shirt and shit.
Yeah,
Wears
like-
that all the time.
Like Buzz Lightyear with leukemia.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's the prompt. That's all you gotta put in the prompt. And it's just like,
yeah,
oh, here's this
to
guy,
infinity
Josh
and
Cassidy,
6 months
you know?
from now. That's
Yeah, and I like the joke about how you talk about how like defunding the police would be like inadequate. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you know, they just fund themselves CIA style. It's a good.
You made it seem like I'm a racist kind
No,
of way you said it.
no.
I kind of thought they'd have like bake drives. And
No,
shit.
yeah. It's like it's like a good Bay of Pigs reference. You know what I'm saying? Like the CIA will fund themselves regardless. You know, it's like and I get that joke because crack has destroyed my community.
I rock
You know?
concrete.
Like, yeah,
Dude's from
exactly.
Ohio.
You know, I'm not. But yeah, man.
Conquistadors.
Nah, man. Ask my mama, man. My life is like The Wire. You know. So,
Are you the gay guy that was robbing everyone?
Oh, yeah, the one with the scar on his face, bro.
no. I'm like CJ from San Andreas for real.
Baltimore.
No, I'm just kidding. I come from middle class money. But anyway,
we can tell.
you got I like your joke about the orgy thing where you like you talk about looking away. You have really good orgy etiquette, even though I'm 100% certain you have never been in an orgy.
Yeah, but I read about it though.
You read about it. You spend. I feel like you spend a lot of time on Reddit. You know, I know like if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So you know, you never know, man. Stay ready.
I would just like to say we've been friends for like over 2.5 years, and this is like the first nice thing that ever you've said to me.
Oh, man. It feels good when a friend that always says bad stuff says one good thing.
No, let me tell you what kind of relationship me and Josh have. So like me and Josh, I let him know like here's how I gifted Josh for Christmas, right? I let him know like
You gave him a gift?
I gave him a gift for Christmas. It was a can of Bath and Body Works men's department body spray. And here's how I gifted it. I gifted it to him, and I was like, you stink, nigga. And I just sprayed it to him, and then I handed it to him.
It was used. You'd been using it for like a week before.
Yeah.
And then now it just smelled like you. Everyone's going to think we're fucking.
And no. That's our friendship. I
gave him
have
your
like
scent?
three. I have like 3 other cans of this stuff, like 3 other different flavor cans. Well, I shouldn't call them flavors. Let's call them
Axe
scents.
body spray.
Yeah,
Axe
you can, like I feel like if it's the men's department, you can't call them like flavors. Like I feel like if you're buying like maybe like the
Scents.
cherry blossom, like if you're from the women's section, like
What
you know
the
cherry
fuck?
blossom.
You buying for your friend?
No,
y'all.
I didn't buy this. I just gave it to him because
Oh, okay. Well,
you know what I'm saying.
you had to buy it, right? When you stole it.
I didn't steal it. So here's the girl. The girl I was dating gave me like some of the leftover shit she was gonna give to her like her family. You know, like her brother and her father.
She regifted.
And she regifted it to me. And
then you
like,
regifted.
And then I was hanging out with Josh and was like, bro, is that same shirt? And then I regifted it to him.
I did that once to a friend, but I said, you smell like the DEA. And then I sprayed him with pepper spray and told him to get the fuck out of my house.
Oh, that's good.
He was DEA.
Nice work.
What do you think, Doug?
I've known Happy Bones for 25 years. And never in my life have I ever bought him any kind of smelling anything. I'm pretty sure y'all are fucking.
Man, you know what I was saying? Man, if he came to me and gave me some shit, I would be like, what is
You'd be like, what
getting
the
fucked?
fuck
Which
is
one of us
wrong with
is
you?
bottom?
Who's
What
pitching
the
and who's catching is all I need to know. Good God
Calling
Almighty.
your
That was a kick-ass set though, man. You're funny as fuck. 6'7". I don't get 6'7", but 420. I get that shit, man. Go for it.
Oh yeah. By the way, yeah. Josh writes most of my jokes. By the way, he's gonna bust my balls if I don't say that.
Damn, cuz. You pay for him, though.
I wrote a perfect joke about carrying a needle that says AIDS on it, question mark, for self-defense instead of a gun. And he never used it. That's the only joke I wrote for him. And he never used it. And it was a killer joke, because if someone comes at you with like an AIDS needle, you're gonna like fucking run away.
Yeah, I just shot up with some heroin and I have AIDS. Get back.
Yeah, I'd rather just take the bullet. I'd rather take my chances with the bullet.
Because you don't want to admit you got AIDS?
Cause exactly, like
Okay.
you imagine the stigma. Like
I feel
imagine
you.
like okay, like you tell
Feel
somebody,
you.
yeah, I got shot.
I got
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Versus I got AIDS.
I feel you.
Like really, like
Y'all give it up for Josh Caskey. Hell yeah, I saw Jonathan back there trying to hide. You wanted to come up? Yeah. Hell yeah. This is one of my favorites. I don't know what he's going by right now, but it could be Jonathan Rachels. It could be John Paul. Everybody put your hands together for my boy. Bam, 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 bam.
Man, that guy was good, dude. Holy shit. I love that he got his trench coat from Temu. I got the same one. And I got a bunch of new jokes for y'all. I'm sorry if you see me looking at my phone. It is what it is. I'm trying to prepare like a set for a show coming up. So I'm giving y'all all new shit. And I don't want to fuck it up because I want to know if the jokes are good. So bear with me. So, yeah, I know I look like a true crime documentary that hasn't been solved yet. I've got stretched years, which means that at some point in my life I thought bigger holes are going to fix my emotional damage. People stare at me like they're trying to figure out what crime I committed. And old ladies look at me like I personally disappointed their church. HR gave up on me before I applied. When I go into a job interview, they're like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, still explaining these tattoos. People don't ask me what I do for work. They ask me, did you get out or did you get away? Here's the weirdest part. I dress like a kindergarten teacher with the face of somebody who looks like they fight the kindergartners. Sometimes I wear a button-up with a bow tie with the face of a man who looks like he's been banned from 3 counties. Parents pull their kids closer when I walk by, not for safety, but for character development. They just don't want their kids hanging out with people that look like me when they grow up. Probably a smart choice. The worst part is I'm not even ugly. I'm kind of like a handsome mistake. Girls are like, dang, he's attractive. And men look at me like, that dude's definitely going to steal my catalytic converters. I'll just be grocery shopping and people will look at me like, should we call somebody? I'll be looking at macaroni brands and the security peeking around the corner like, yeah, that guy's thinking way too hard. If I'm going to steal something, I'm in electronics. I don't have resting bitch face. I have more of like a resting court case. I'm blue collar, so I do HVAC and I install gas lines, which basically means I install comfort and danger. Tell customers, yeah, this line can handle 400,000 BTUs. They're like, so it's safe? I'm like, probably not, but it's up to code. People say blue collar work builds character. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what level I unlock healthcare. So I tried investing in crypto, and they say crypto is the future. And yeah, so is regret. Crypto has me checking my phone like erectile dysfunction. I'm like, if this thing doesn't go up right now, I'm going to freak out. But after investing in crypto, I no longer say investing. I say financial gambling with hope. I'm a single dad. Dating as a single dad is wild. Women ask me, what do you bring to the table? Well, I bring stress, ambition, and leftover chicken nuggets. I'm not scared of commitment. I'm scared of ending up in another lesson learned. I kind of have anxiety from relationships. Not really. I don't have anxiety. I have more like future flashbacks. I watch anime for motivation. Dragon Ball Z, Goku. That guy screams his way to success. I tried that in real life. I just got arrested. Anime taught me to persevere, and real life taught me that electric bills don't give a shit about your dreams. Probably should be at work right now. Let's see what else we got. I have ADHD, and people tell me to focus on one thing. Nah, I collect projects like Josh collects bodies. I've got 17 ideas in motion, and none of them are paying rent. My brain doesn't rest. It just opens up another tab. All right, and that's just what I got for you guys tonight.
Hell yeah, y'all give it up for Jonathan Rachel. I did notice that you had on your profile picture on Facebook that bow tie picture, and then you said bitches was in your DMs like you had money, and you was like, bitch, it's just a bow tie. It's an interesting bow tie though.
Oh yeah, it's feathers.
I like it.
Duck feathers.
I was in jail with a dude that called him. They called him Airbag Dan. He would go around when it was raining to the car lots, and he would bust the windows out and take the airbags and sell them to online. Yeah, you look kind of like him. What do you think, Sean?
Damn, that's a book.
Boy, I ran out of damn near notebook. Right about you.
I see that.
Bro, so you said you look. You made. I remember. I noticed you made a crime documentary joke. The crime impersonating a Timu machine gun killer. I feel like you've definitely I feel like you've definitely been arrested for shoplifting from a Hot Topics or something.
Only twice.
Everything edges. I always know when somebody just got there. Like you talked about doing HVAC. I know you just got licensed for that because you didn't call it HVAC. Everybody calls it HVAC. But you didn't call it that, so I know like there must have been congratulations on your recent accomplishment.
More like 10 years, but close.
Oh, okay, yeah, dude. But I mean,
kind of close.
I don't know.
You were close.
Instagram knows I'm struggling, and they always give me HVAC license school ads, and they always call it HVAC and never
learn a skill.
They never say HVAC. So I figured I'd congratulate you on just getting on your feet, but maybe you can congratulate me in the next 2 months on me getting on my feet.
I just didn't think you knew how to spell HVAC is also.
Now you say. Then maybe just change the joke to HVAC. You said you stopped buying crypto, but you look like you still buy NFTs somehow. I don't know. I love when I could judge somebody based solely on their anime tats. I feel like a lot of girls date you and they see the One Piece tat and they know like, oh well, he gets good around the 67th felony. Any anime? There's some good anime fans in the audience tonight. That's what's up. I like that. One Piece is shitty. You shouldn't have got that tat. No, I'm just kidding. I'll give you a chance to defend your anime in a second. But that's all I got. I like the Vans, man. I love Vans.
Whenever I was a kid, my dad rented an anime, and I didn't know really what it was, but my sister had wanted it, and there was a scene where a dude was raping a chick, and she was crying, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up, you bitch."
That's hentai. That's not anime, bro.
Okay, well, Dad
or a Ninja Scroll. Maybe.
Yeah, and whenever he heard that going on, he came in there and was like, "What the fuck kind of cartoon is this?" Dad doesn't talk like that, but I thought it'd be funny to do it like that.
Your dad talks like a season 3 Jerry Seinfeld. That's crazy.
And then what happened? Go ahead, Doug. What you want to say?
Oh, Jonathan.
Your dad was Stephen Hawking. That's
It was. It was too.
It all makes sense.
Called him Crookedwood. Yeah. It's good material, man.
I wrote it yesterday.
To see you, I gotta admit, it was good. It was good material and whatnot. But when you're up there with your phone, it feels like you're reading me a story. Don't really feel like you're performing.
I didn't have
and
time
so
to remember it. I was
dimension
putting
is
it together
missing.
back there, dude.
No, I get you. I get you. But for me, the comedy, somebody, it's there, but it's not three-dimensional yet because it's not coming out of you naturally. You're still just reading.
Yeah, but I still got laughs off some, so I can kind of figure out what direction to go.
It's great shit. And you're in a great direction. I just wish I seen it without notes.
Next week, y'all gonna, because I got a big show. I got a bunch, like 3 big shows coming up.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
hope you knock it out.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So,
you know who else had big shows?
who? MGK.
Lil Peep before he died from Xans. So lay off the Xans and leave your phone in the car, and you'll succeed at this. I promise you.
I appreciate it.
You got a bright. No, these are good jokes though. Like honestly, like did ask like good jokes.
Appreciate it.
I feel like I know I talk shit about the tattoos. I think the tattoos are sick. I always wish I could get a face tat, but given my my cultural.
Yeah, the only reason I can get these because I'm melanin deficient.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You could at least claim SoundCloud, cloud from it. You know what I'm saying? If I do it, I have some explaining to do, so I'd say just, man, keep going. You got good jokes, man. Yeah, dude, try to, I feel like the main thing separating the pros from the AMs is like, bring your notes on stage, man. Leave that shit. Leave your shit.
Well, in his defense, I mean, this is a joke lab, and I don't get mad about.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
But I mean, he knows the deal also, and he
I wasn't gonna. Like I said, I just wanted to try those out.
He probably talks to his penis real nice in the shower,
very politely.
Y'all put it together for
Appreciate
John.
it, y'all.
John's
put it up.
Hell yeah.
And he actually did. He killed Tony without his phone though too, so he can do it. Yeah.
I know he can.
Oh, okay. Well, that was nice of you to come to his defense like that. He don't need you to do that. Stop it. I'm gonna hand the show over to Sean Collins. So the open mic portion is done, and y'all put your hands together for my friend that came all the way down from the North Kakalaki. Yeah, all the way from the North Kakalaki, Mr. Sean Collins.